Alright, this is Battletanx on the N64. Came out in 1999. Definitely one of my favorite N64 games. I rented it at Blockbuster a couple times when it came out, because I actually had an N64, then I sold it and bought one back again. Because it's such a great system. Now there's a bunch of different game modes. It's just basically, the main idea is you're going around in a tank, battling people, and just trying to do things. For example, stealing the Queen Lord in some, or just killing the other players. The reason to play this game is for the multiplayer, not necessarily for the storyline. The storyline's interesting, it's just your average post-apocalyptic story. There's nukes, people fighting and things, this time in tanks. But then again, there weren't many, there weren't a whole bunch of games like this, but I guess nowadays they're more common than they were then. But it's about this guy Madison and his wife, or this Madison and her husband, what's his name? Forget his name. Griffin and Madison, it's their army. They have a son. They all have a special power called the Edge, which was not in the previous game. 2006. Yeah. I think that was pretty futuristic in 1999 though. Like 7 or 8 years in the future. I don't know. Most people weren't thinking that far in the future. It's in the past now, a couple of years. It's a little bit interesting. But anyway, about the Edge, it's it's like the Force kind of. It's kind of like you have the power over people's minds. Like here, she's going to. Well, I guess you don't see it until you won't see it until after this level. But you can take over the minds of the soldiers so that they'll fight for you, which is what she does. Except you don't know about your powers yet. And so as you progress through the game, eventually you get the Edge power. You can use it, and its radius of usage gets bigger and bigger every time. But that's the only power out of game that you, or in the campaign, that you don't have in the normal story or in the multiplayer. But this is a pretty good game. I mean, they really improved the graphics from the original, which I'll probably end up reviewing eventually. I just decided to do this one first because it looks so much better, plays better. But they really updated everything. It just made it run better, made it smoother, made it look better. And you gotta admit, for 1999, this was a pretty good game. Especially the way it works. This game plays really well. You just go around and you shoot the enemies with your giant cannons. You have a bunch of different types of tanks, and you go around and you just destroy everything. And I gotta say, it's quite fun. Oh, here we are. She's using the Edge now, which she's going to take over the army, but I think I cut it out to show you some multiplayer. Yeah. Alright, so here's the multiplayer. You get to choose your gang with your battle lord or whatever. And they all have different styles, and they all start with different weapons. Except the people who have the nuke symbol over theirs, they don't always start with the nuke, only sometimes. But you have a bunch of different types of gangs or whatever, and you just kind of go around and you use their different types of tanks and their different arrangements of powers to kill you the enemy. And as you can see, this game goes through the USA and Europe. That's also, all these levels are part of the storyline, although they're slightly bigger in the campaign. Although they're about the same size, they're pretty close. Now the best thing about this game, besides the multiplayer, is the ability to destroy everything. You saw well, not necessarily, almost everything. All the buildings will usually go down in a couple of hits. It's a really great game, like, watch me destroy these walls for a minute. Now that's fun. I just gotta say, the ability to destroy everything, it's just so much fun. I mean, even if you don't like the multiplayer part of this game, you will just enjoy yourself destroying all the buildings. Like here I've chosen Parliament, I'm just destroying Parliament. Now, not that I would find that fun or anything, but it's pretty fun. Oh, there's a nuke. Yes, you do get to use the nukes in this game, and they are the most powerful weapon, and they're always hidden in a special area of the map, which is difficult to find. Like that area where I found the nuke here is sealed off from the rest of the map. Like, there's other underground sections in this map, but none are accessible except from that direction. There we go, shockwave from the nuke. I killed a couple enemies, but there were some that still survived. Like the smallest tanks most definitely get hit quite easily. But the big ones don't die so quickly. Overall, I think this is a great game. It's got a really good multiplayer, and the storyline's okay. The game plays great, it looks great. If you see this lying around, you won't pay very much for it. Definitely go pick it up. Alright everybody, thanks for watching.